Hey you guys, please excuse my hair and face. There's just no BV and showering, and so I'm not doing it. Oh dear. Um, so I have something that I have been thinking about really strongly the last little bit, and I would really like to share with you. I feel like a lot of you are feeling that you are at a standstill in your business and that you have checked every box off the list of things that you are supposed to be doing, and yet things are not happening for you. And I think maybe I'm guessing that you feel that your leaders, that the people who are reaching to the top of the company, that whatever, that they're lucky. That they just know some secret that you don't, that they have something that you don't, they have tools that you don't, that they are just better at this, that they have done it before. Whatever you're feeling, take them out of that box, because that's incredibly untrue. There is no such thing as luck. There is only hard work. I read somewhere that people that feel that they have true potential for success, and you really can see that success, you can see yourself as that person who's successful, that you will not stop until you reach that success, because you know that you are capable of it. Because you know that that could be you. That will haunt you. That will keep you up at night, because you know the potential that you have, and you're not there yet. So you're going to continue working until you are. And I think that's so true of so many of us. Whether you see your potential, if you see that potential in other people, or if your leaders see that potential in you. We know you can do this. We know. I know that every single person on my team has the capability of making this business work for you, and being in the top 100, being in the top whatever, making incredible money, changing lives. I know you do. And whether you believe that or not is up to you. But to get back to what I was saying, I had kind of a wake-up call a few months ago. I know a lot of you know that I moved, and that was in the middle of August, and I truly felt like, this was a big deal. I was moving into my first house. It was, big deal for our family, very exciting, a lot of planning, a lot of packing, a lot of things to do. And that took all of my time above anything else, including business. And my business stopped. It came to a standstill. And I felt like, I've been working hard for so long. What's going on? What am I doing wrong? And I feel a lot of you are at that standstill. So feeling like I should know what I'm supposed to be doing. I should know what's going on. I started posting consistently, started doing things, and I still felt like, oh my gosh, I am still at the standstill. And I was like, okay, I'm just going to keep doing it for a little while longer. And I still felt that way. So I decided to go back to when I first started. Because when I first started, that $99 was a big deal. A big deal. And I knew that I had to make that $99 back. And I knew and was determined that not only was I going to make that $99 back, but I was going to make this business worth it. So I needed to make more than that $99. And I was so incredibly determined, and I knew that I could do that. And I made it happen. And worked harder than I than I had in the past, ever. Because I wanted this so bad. I wanted this success. I wanted this to work for me. I know a lot of these videos you're feeling like, okay, I'll work harder, but give me something tangible for me to do. When I first started this business, I started that hundreds list, that list of people that I wanted to talk to. Just a second. And I was messaging people like crazy. I was posting. I was talking to people. I was making sure that people knew that I was selling this, that I was excited about it, and that I met my goals. No matter what it took. I met those goals. I did parties. Or I did a party to get started. I didn't want to do a party to get started, but I did it because I was going to get that success even if it was difficult. I messaged people on Facebook. I was nervous because I didn't want people to think that I was trying to force them into buying something. I didn't want them to think that, I didn't want to be their friend, that I'd rather just talk about business. I was nervous, and I had to get over it. And I did, because I wanted that success more. I did things that were so hard for me, incredibly difficult. I talked to people about it. I have never been a super social person, and I started talking to people about it. I started bringing it up in conversations because I was going to reach that goal, and I knew I was going to reach that goal, and I knew I had the potential to do it, so I was going to do it. And that's something that I think sometimes gets lost along the way. If you feel like you've been in a standstill for a while, you feel like, I'm doing this consistently. I'm doing the 3-3 rule. I'm doing it at a party every once in a while. I'm doing whatever. Well, it's not enough. If you're feeling that you're at a standstill, there's something that you're not doing, or there's something that you're working harder on something that doesn't matter when you should be focusing on something else. You need to figure out where your efforts best work. That makes sense. Where you can put your efforts that will amplify your business. And right now, when I was at that standstill and I was going back through and seeing that, I said, okay, what do I need to be doing now that I'm not doing? Because I was posting. Because I was doing everything that I was supposed to be doing. I was checking those boxes off the list. But did I want this more than I was comfortable in that standstill? And I don't think so. I don't think I was at that point where I wanted that success more than I wanted the comfort that I felt right then. And I know that I'm destined for success. And I know, and I see that capability in me. And I know that I can make it there. And I had to put that into action. So I figured out what I needed to be doing. And for me, going all into this business means talking to more people, means making this business work for me, means making sure that I accomplish those goals that I set for myself. And not saying, well, it's been hard this month. I'm gonna tone down my goals a little bit to make sure that I can accomplish them. No, you set those goals and you go and reach them because you can. So for me, when I first started, I was messaging people on Facebook because Facebook was really big back then. Because not many people on Facebook had heard of it. Because that's where I found people. Right now, Instagram is my place that I feel like, I built my business for the last year on Instagram. And so I went back through and I have been doing my posting and I'm getting 15 to 20 likes. Same as the biggest leaders in our company. They, Jade, Kara, so many other leaders that are getting that same amount. But guess what? They're doing something with it. Whereas you are feeling like, many of you are feeling like, oh, well, I'm only getting this. And I'm working at it. I guess I'll just keep trying. Do something different because what you're doing isn't working. So I went through and said, okay, you know what? I'm going to make this happen for me. And I went through on all of my pictures for that day when I first started doing this. I went through on all those pictures for that day and I messaged every single person who liked my photos because I wasn't getting comments. And I did that. And the first day I felt like, oh my gosh, is this going to work? I don't know. But I was determined enough to make sure that that I kept going with it. And now I have been messaging the likes on every single It Works photo since then. And guess what? I have an incredible amount of leads of distributor and loyal customer. I have people who have come out of the woodwork, who I've been talking to for a long time, who have been like, you know what? Yeah, I have been thinking about this. But guess what? They didn't come to me. I went to them. And sometimes that's how it works in our business. You can't expect people to always just come to you. And you can't expect that that's just going to happen. So make it happen for you. Figure out what is going to work for you. And if you have not yet tried this, try it. But if you're going to do it, make the commitment. Because that means keeping up with these people. That means making sure you are there to help them. That means that, you know, you have to make that full commitment, which you can do, and I know you can do. But you've just got to make that commitment. You've got to want that success more than you want the comfort or the stability or the self-pity that you feel right now. I love you all, and I know you have the potential to do this. But I am ready to get rid of the negativity and get rid of the I can'ts and get rid of the discouragement and get rid of there are those lucky ones. Get rid of it. Get it out of your mind because that's so incredibly untrue. The people that get success, the people who are at the top of this company, the people who have reached their goals, their incredibly crazy goals that they set for themselves are the ones that worked hard. They worked their butts off. They did everything in their power to make sure that it happened, and it did. Because they have that potential. And so do you. I know you have that potential. I love you guys, and I'm really excited about what's happening right now because I promise you, without a shadow of a doubt, that if you put in this work now, the beginning of the year, the rest of your business, if you make this commitment, it's going to be incredible. Let's just say that. It's going to be incredible. Yeah. So I know that good things come to those who really work, and success comes to those who really work. And I'm excited for where we're going. And please message me, comment below, or message your upline if you need some individualized help or want to get back in, or want to get out of that pity party, want to get out of the funk you're stuck in. All right, guys. Happy Saturday. And look forward to the next week ahead. Work every single day like it's the last day of the month on a promoting month. Like you have to accomplish that today. Because I know you can do it. And imagine if every day was like that. Alright, guys. See you later. Say bye. Say see ya.